we get started today, please find a comfortable seated position wherever you are. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Begin to move your head side to side, first to the left ear finding left shoulder, and then right ear finding right shoulder, perhaps connecting through head rotations, moving back, side, down, to the side, and back again. If that is too much for your neck, feel free to do half circles, just moving from side to chin to chest to your other side. Maintain your breath here as you warm up your neck and your shoulders. You're feeling nice stretch. Begin to move your chin to your chest and then tilt your head up towards the sky. Again, if that's too much for your neck today, feel free to just maintain a neutral position. Now we'll take some cat-cows in this seated position. So we're trying to move with our breath here. Head tilts up, chest pushes forward on a nice big inhale, and push back on an exhale, chin to chest, torso curves back. Then bring your right arm up over your head for a nice side stretch. Left arm meets at the top and then carries over your head to the right side. Hands meet back up at the top, and again, side stretch, right arm over your head. Meet at the top, and then bring your left arm over your head for a nice side bend. Hands meet up at the top, and then we'll take some arm circles. You can make these as small or as big as you would like. We're really just warming up the shoulders now and reversing that circle pattern that we were making. Inviting some movement into the shoulders and arms. Raise your arms up overhead and we'll do some shoulder shrugs. So we're pulling up and then releasing, feeling our shoulder blades moving down our back. Hands meet at knees, and we'll take a few more cat-cows here in this seated position, working with our breath whenever we do this. We're going to now extend our legs out in front of us, knees up towards the sky, hands come behind us for a little additional support if needed, and we'll bend forward and lift our arms up to the sky. So we're stretching out our arms out in front of us and then lifting up our above us, a nice big reach, working with our breath here. And then let's take a side stretch. Look over your right shoulder, left hand meets right knee for a little twist. Reverse that. Right hand finds left knee, left hand plants behind us. We look over our left shoulder. Again, twist to the right side now. Every exhale taking us a little deeper, and switch sides. Come back to those nice forward fold and lift positions. Moving our hands out, stretch in front of us, then up overhead. We'll distribute our weight in our feet and our hands, and then push our hips up into the sky for a bridge pose, extended bridge pose. And then take a few more forward folds. Big inhale, prepare to lift into that bridge. Head looks up, hands plant firmly along with the feet. Lift your right leg off the floor, coming into some toe taps. My right toes are pointed as I'm just extending my calf into the air a few times here. You can keep the knee bent if you'd like and just do toe taps, or you can practice extending like I am demonstrating. Bring left foot and leg into the air. We'll take some toe taps on that side. This is really strengthening and engaging our feet and our legs here. Forward folds. Take a few of these, working with your breath as a little reset. out to the front and up over our head. Hands plant behind. Drop your knees to the right side and then the left side. So we're doing a supported version of windshield wipers. Drop left and then right. You do not have to have your knees touch the ground. It can be a very slight little dip, whatever feels good in your body today. Come into a figure 4 position, placing your right foot over the left thigh. Hands and left foot are planted firmly into the ground. You should feel this stretch in your hamstring. That's the area we're targeting with this one. And you can give a few wiggles if that feels good. Extend that leg and plant that right foot. This time left foot comes over right thigh. Try to maintain a nice flat back here. Enjoy this sensation. Deep breaths. Plant that left foot back down to the ground. Please find your way into a forward fold. I'm walking myself over my feet. However, depending on your ankle flexibility and your anatomy, that might not be accessible for you today. So either way, find your way into a forward fold. It's the first one of our practice today. So have a little bend in your knees as we just get started today. Nice big inhales and exhales here. Inhale to flat back, halfway lift, and then exhale, come back all the way over. Hands can grasp at your elbows, and you can wiggle, walk out your legs as it feels comfortable. Halfway lift up on the inhale, exhale, come back down to full forward fold. Any movement you want to invite here is welcome. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Walk it out. Inhale, halfway lift, this time rising all the way up, arms up overhead, and come into your mountain pose. We are looking for hips stacking over knees, stacking over ankles, really opening up the posture here. You'll see I just rolled my shoulders back, head looking out in front of us, gentle gaze. Arms rise up on an inhale over our head and exhale into cactus arms, bending at the elbows. Inhale to come back for a small back bend and all the way up before finding mountain pose again. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, small back bend. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold coming through that flat back. This time hands can plant on the ground or on our legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, find a nice plank position. Exhale through chaturanga into upward facing dog. You're welcome to come down to your knees for that position or take child's pose. Inhale back to downward facing dog and then walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, coming through flat back into our mountain pose. So we're beginning our sun salutation A sequence. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Back bend, exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up overhead. And come back to mountain pose. Inhale, arms up overhead, back bend, cactus pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, through flat back, all the way into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, full forward fold into a plank position. Chaturanga arms into an upward facing dog on that inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, feet walk to hands. Come up to a halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale through that flat back, arms up overhead. We rise. Exhale, arms find our sides. From here, we're going to step our right leg to the back for a pyramid pose. So our feet are pointing forward, hands come to our hips. And we're going to slowly fold forward with a nice flat back here. You'll feel this stretch in your hamstrings. Hold, breathe deeply, and then inhale to rise back up. We'll bring our right knee down to the mat or floor for little taps here, breathing steadily, testing our strength. Nice, slow movements. You're welcome to just do little dips. And then inhale to forward fold again with the flat back. And come back up. Legs meet, arms rise up overhead. And exhale, back bend. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, arms to either side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, back bend. Inhale, arms up. And flat back into a full forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Then moving up, arms up overhead, big inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Bring that left leg back for pyramid pose. Find your balance here. And then bend forward with a nice flat back. Feeling a good stretch in the hamstrings. And inhale to come back up to rise. And prepare for the same forward folds. Nice flat back. Inhale to come back up. And this time we'll take our knee taps, bringing left knee down to the floor or mat. We're trying to get our front leg parallel to the floor, so making a right angle here. Knees shifting, not coming too far over our toes to protect them. Inhale, forward fold, nice flat back. Come back up to rise. Feet meet. Inhale, knees can bend, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, small back bend, cactus arms. Inhale, swan dive down through the flat back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward folds. Come back through plank position. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale on that upward facing dog. Exhale on the downward facing dog. Beautiful work, everyone. We're now going to inhale, feet come to hands, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale through that flat back, arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms to the back. Inhale and exhale, finding a mountain pose. Inhale, arms rise up overhead into chair position. Holding, and then inhaling to rise. One more time, prepare for chair, finding a nice squat position. Holding it strong, and then inhaling to stand. Again, we sink into chair, arms coming up overhead or prayer position at heart center. And now we will forward fold, swan dive into hands to the floor or legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor, head down. Inhale, halfway lift, and then rise up, arms up overhead. and come to a warrior two position. Right leg will come back, and the left leg will now extend on an inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, straighten those legs, and exhale to warrior two. Nice right angle with that front leg. Inhale to come up, exhale to sink into warrior two. This time, shoot your weight over your left leg, coming into a nice extended side ankle. So option for arm to rest on the knee ever so slightly. We don't want to dump our weight in, or for that hand to come to the inside of the left foot. Rotate that arm all the way around and then find a nice lizard pose. Both hands are resting on the inside of that left leg. Plant your right palm firmly into the ground and then lift your left arm up into the sky for a nice twist. Head looks up to the sky. Bring that arm back down to the left side of the left foot, and then using your strength, find yourself in a nice pyramid position again. Flat back as best as we can manage, and then come back into that low lunge position again. Transition your body towards the side, coming into a skandasana. Hands meet in prayer position at the heart, or option to extend your arms out for a nice extra twist. Wherever you are, hands will meet back at prayer center. Hands will plant to help us transition now to the left side skandasana. So we're bringing our hips down, feeling a nice stretch in our hamstrings here as well. Again, option to extend arms out or keep them at prayer position at heart center. Inhale, find prayer position with their hands. Now frame your right foot, so we're facing the other way now, with both of your hands on either side of your right foot. Your left toes are on the ground. Find your strength in this low lunge position, and then put the weight in your left hand as your right arm rises up to the sky, and you look up with your head. Bring that arm down to the right side of your foot, and then let your left arm extend up to the sky. Bring that arm back, that left hand coming to the inside of that right foot, and then bring your right hand to the inside of that foot as well for a nice lizard pose on this side. Plant your right hand firmly in the ground and then lift your left arm up into the sky for a nice little twist. And then we'll roll up into a nice warrior two position. So we're doing that same flow, just in reverse order. So take a nice side angle position here, and then rise back up into straight legs, and sink back into warrior two position, and then rise back up with straight legs, and sink into warrior two position, nice right angle with that front leg, and rise up straight legs. Warrior two position with the bending knee, and inhale to rise. Again, bending into warrior two and straightening. Final time, and this time feet will meet, arms rise up overhead as we roll our arms back. Nice mountain pose. Just going to back up. This would be you joining me at the center of your mat. Breathing in here. Checking in with any intention that you might have said at the beginning of the practice. Feeling your body as it is now. Let's open up our stance and sink into a malasana squat, moving through goddess, that squat, into a deeper one. Hands find prayer center here as we twist side to side, looking over left shoulder, then right shoulder. The option to extend your arms out, and also an option to do some head rolls here. This is a really nice hip opener exercise and also very good for the digestive system. Hands meet back at prayer center here. We're maintaining that nice steady breath in and out through the nose. Deep breaths. Slowing down. Feeling the sensations that are coming through our bodies. Deep breath in and out. Now we're going to transition, moving into a boat pose. So butt finds the ground, legs lift up. You can extend the legs all the way as you sink down. We're doing some strength work here, really firing up the core. So bending knees, the torso forward, and then torso comes back with an extension of the legs. Lay all the way back down on your back, and then bring your knees towards the sky, walking your feet to touch the base of your fingertips for some bridge positions here. Inhaling your hips up and exhaling your hips back down. Inhaling to come up, exhaling to come down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come back down. Hands will rest gently on your heart center as you drop your legs to the right side, again taking a windshield wiper motion that we practiced earlier. Your knees do not have to come all the way down to the ground, and you're welcome to put a block in between your knees if that's more comfortable. We're just inviting a little movement here. Bring your right foot over your left leg, finding a reclined figure four, and then the option to clasp your hands behind your left thigh for a nice deeper stretch, and take some ankle rolls here with your left foot. Option also extend that leg into the air if that feels good to you today. Really moving the way that you want your body to move. Come back into that figure four and then drop your legs to the left side. Option to stay in the figure four pose or just come into a nice reclined supine twist, looking over your right arm. Breathing deeply here before transitioning to the other side. Knees come up towards the sky. Left foot finds the top of your right thigh. Hands can rest gently on your chest. Option to do some nice little ankle rolls here with the right foot, and option to clasp your hands around the back of your right thigh for a little bit of an extra stretch here. Breathing deeply. Drop that figure four to the right side now. Option again to stay in this figure four or stack your knees over one another as you look over your left arm. Feeling a nice supine twist here. Breathe deeply. Inhale, knees back up to the sky. Bring yourself in for a nice hug, making a little ball shape. Option to roll around a little bit. Have fun with it. And then you'll extend your left leg down and your right leg down, coming into Shavasana. Breathing steadily as we rest here. Begin to invite some movement, maybe wiggling your hands, your fingers, and your toes, and then roll to one side that you're comfortable with. When you're ready, we'll push ourselves back up into a nice seated position, and we'll close out the practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.